let's talk about the most recent feather ruffling then, which is you've taken a lot of heat recently for having Fallinng in Reverse as direct support for your Madison Square Garden shows. What is your take on all the controversy around Ronnie right now? Personally, I'm Team Ronnie, but what do you think?
I think that, and anyone that knows me, I've been very vocal about my support of all sorts of these groups that are attacking Ronnie right now, personally, right? Whether it's the LGBTQ or whatever, all these communities, right? I really do want everybody to do whatever they want in their life that makes them happy. I've spoken out for women's rights. I've spoken out for Black Lives Matter. I've done all these things that I feel very passionately about. The thing with Ronnie is the guy is allowed to have an opinion, and his opinion ruffles feathers, and then he digs his heels in and he goes hard on some of these people that are attacking him. And I've looked at all of his accusations. There's been no proof on these things. He did time for the one thing he did do. And it's almost like the society where you can't come back out and have any sort of career or anything happen because you don't like that this guy is a firecracker and he's going to hit back at you. It's almost like, and then you see this mob of people that just go from thing that I saw it with, Dan Donegan did like this F cancel culture guitar, right?
Yeah.
And I follow David and those guys on Twitter. They're friends of mine. Love those guys. Now, do I think that guitar was the coolest thing or this or that? No, I just, I get it. Like, I think that people should speak out on things that they want to speak out on. But the mob that came in there that don't even follow him, it was like, there's 20,000 comments of people that, and then it's like, you're a loser, old white guy, don't know anything. Like, it was just like, this is so like counterproductive to what you're trying to get across, because what happens is that the other side digs in even harder. And then there's no conversation to be had. If you talk to most people in this country, we all want the same things. We just have a different way of thinking we need to go about it. And so when you start silencing people, that's when you start getting the major rebellions and the major uprisings of people that want to squash that. And so what you see is like, when I got into punk rock, it was all things go. It was like Guttermouth. Like, listen to Guttermouth lyrics for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And go back to what that was, right? But it was kind of this like tongue in cheek, ironic, funny, making fun of everyone. That
people
band
just
would
roll their eyes and be like, "Oh, Mark's from Guttermouth, he's an asshole," and that was the end of it.
Totally.
It's kind of whatever.
But then you go into Warped Tour, and then Warped Tour started getting a lot more, had more of an agenda, right? You'd go there and it was like less about everyone speaking what they wanted to speak. It was kind of, this is the right way to do it. And even bands like NoFX, right?
Yeah.
Now you jump to 2023 and shit's coming back up about Fat Mike saying dumb shit on stage that he's always done, that we've always loved him for. And now we're going to cancel Mike in 2023 because he said something to someone that 15, 20 years ago doesn't seem to sit right. You can't have a society like that. You simply can't. Because one day, guess what? Every person that eats meat is going to be canceled by our future selves, right? Yeah. They're going to be like, I can't believe it. Well, through evolution, these things have happened and the world gets better. I do agree the world is getting better. I want people to be able to speak their mind, but I also think when you silence people, you are doing the exact opposite thing of what you think you're doing, which is you're just going to create more people like that want to put it in your face. So I'm never going to be, I heard this today, I'm never going to be the pebble in the stream getting pulled down that sort of, completely insane society where everyone needs to cancel everyone. We put Ronnie on these shows. We have more shows we're going to do with him. If you don't like him, don't show up, and show up later, but we're keeping him on the shows, and he can be his own person. We'll be our own people, even though we might not agree on everything. We do believe in someone being able to speak their mind.